You're tuned to Novidade TV, a Cape Verdean production.
Alô, alô, Nhaguins, bem-vindos a mais uma edição de Novidade TV. A mim é Luís da Silva Lopes. Hoje nós temos um programa, acima de costume da Flanhoso, nós temos um programa muitíssimo especial. Nós também falamos sobre um assunto que é muito delicado na nossa comunidade, sobre uma doença que existe, mas que é pouco conhecido na nossa comunidade. Nós estamos ali hoje com um convidado que sabem educando sobre essa doença. Mas nós também falamos com esse convidado mais na inglês, para modo mais confortável falar inglês. Portanto, nós que entendem muito inglês, nós chamamos uma pessoa que entende para explicar-nos coisa que sabemos falar para modo muito importante. Nós também falamos de uma doença que está feita no mundo inteiro, mas pouco conhecida na nossa comunidade. As pessoas manifestam bem educando sobre ele hoje. Portanto, nós também falamos sobre autism. Autism é uma doença que está feita no mundo inteiro, se mancava de falar, mas pouco conhecida na nossa comunidade. Portanto, nesse momento, nos bem-volta, gosta de dar bem-vindo ao nosso programa, Ondrea Robinson. I said we're going to speak in English because you do better in English than but we're going to try some Creole along the way, right?
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Autism, tell us about it.
Autism is a developmental disability which affects the normal brain cycles, usually at age 3. There are different types of autism, such as classic autism, Rett's disorder, childhood disintegrative disorder, pervasive developmental disorder, not otherwise specified, and Asperger's syndrome. And there are a lot of people being diagnosed with it. And what happens is a lot of people, like a lot of African Americans, Hispanics, even Cape Verdeans, they wait until they get diagnosed, and then some actually deny that autism is part of the child's life. So children who grow up to be adults with autism, you cannot change autism because it's part of who the person is, and you cannot change that.
You cannot change. So it is not something you actually you're born with it, right? But you can it only start to develop after 3 years old, you say?
Yes, because when I was 3 years old, I was diagnosed with autism at Bradley Hospital in East Providence, Rhode Island. You know, sometimes, I stopped talking, and they had to get me diagnosed, my mom, and that's when they found out. I just thank God that my mother stayed with me, because some parents would leave their children when they find out that they have autism, and it's sad because sometimes if you have a patience to put up with people with autism, then you can do anything.
But once they diagnose you with autism, you said, you said you stopped talking. What happened? What happened when you found out you had autism? Did they make you stop talking, or you stopped talking and then they found out you had autism?
What happened was, that was one of the reasons why I had autism, because I stopped talking, because people babble and babble, but then they stop babbling, and if something's wrong, if something is wrong with your child, get them tested, please, because you can't deny that something is wrong.
So you want to say that sometimes parents hide this when they know the children have, or child has autism, and they try to hide it so the people don't know?
Yes, that's what some people try to do. I really didn't find out until I was older that I had autism. So, I was just going to school. I was in special education classes, but, I really didn't know I had autism, really. I mean, I knew I was in special ed, but still, You have written a book about autism.
What is it you want to share with the people out there? I just noticed the book for the first time here. You released the book about autism this year. What is it you want to tell the people with this book about autism?
I want to tell people with autism and anybody else, anything is possible. If a person with autism can write a book, a person with autism can do anything, anything. I graduated with a 3.44 grade point average in May of 2011 at the Community College of Rhode Island. I walked the stage in 1999 when I graduated from high school in Woonsocket. Mm-hmm. I graduated from Sawyer School a year later. You know, I overcame a lot of challenges, you know, like dealing with people who weren't understanding, you know, being picked on, you know, kicked at, sworn at, yelled at, being made fun of because I was smart. I was on the National Honor Society. I was, you know, on the honor roll every time in the Sawyer School. And, you know, I wasn't on the dean's list at CCRI because I wasn't doing full time, but I took my classes and I rolled part-time because I didn't want to be overwhelmed. See, a lot of people with autism can be overwhelmed with a lot of stuff. So you have to break it down so they won't be overwhelmed, like if they're working at a job or whatever. So
this autism, it has a different level of effect in different people? Or is it all the same? It's
a different effect in people. If you met one person with autism, you met one person with autism because no two people with autism are alike. For example, a person with Asperger's syndrome, you know, may have good language and they may talk a lot, but sometimes, you know, they have trouble making friends, you know. I think some people have trouble making friends. Some people have trouble being social. But a lot of people with autism can do things that a lot of neurotypicals cannot do, like program VCRs or do a lot of math in their head or whatever. But sometimes not every person with autism is good at math. Not every person is good with writing like I am, because I've been writing since I was 3 years old. Writing a lot of stories and poetry. And I learned languages too when I was growing up, watching Spanish, watching Portuguese, learning Italian, you know, whatever.
So I understand you also learned some Creole, Cape Verdean Creole.
See.
How did you learn, where did you get Cape Verdean Creole from? Why did you learn?
I learned Cape Verdean Creole from listening to Cape Verdean Creole songs, watching RTP. I used to watch Musicas de Africa, not just the Cape Verdean, but I know there's a lot of them and stuff like that.
And I know that you watch Nobi.tv because you called Nobi.tv and volunteered to come and tell us about this autism thing.
Yes.
And then we really appreciate that because
thank you.
It wouldn't dawn on me to call anybody to come and talk about it because, like I said, we are not educated about it, and sometimes, you know, we don't know.
Right, exactly.
And I'm so happy that you called and you volunteer your time to come to the studio with us and talk about it. Tell me about in your childhood days, what you had put up with kids. Like I know, like you said, kids are cruel sometimes. That a lot of the times they do it because they don't know. But what did you go through in your life in school, in your primary school? Like, what happens? Share that experience with us.
Well, I was going through a lot when I was going to school. Some of the kids were just so cruel and terrible. They yelled at me, they swore at me, they called me names, you know, they kicked me down, you know. I was trying to do the best that I can do because I was smart and I was minding my business. And sometimes, like, sometimes I would, it's it's crazy because, you know, they got me in trouble, and you know, they want to beat me up, but you know, they threw things at me, and I was in the office for one time.
So it's important in this situation to have a family support. Were your family very supportive of you during your childhood days to help you with this, you know, struggle with this autism thing?
Well, I could tell you one thing. The only support I really had that I really knew was my mom. I know some of my family members know that I have it, but still, my family needs to be educated too, because not everybody in the family understands. Just like a lot of people who are your friends or your peers or enemies understand autism either, you know? So
talking about this book that you written, what is in this book? What are we going to learn? I just saw the book for the first time. I'm sorry I didn't read it.
That's okay.
I haven't read it. I just went through some. I know some. You have some wonderful pictures. Do you? No, and it's nice. I'm going to check it out after. But tell us a little bit more about this book, and if people are interested in it, where can they find it?
Okay. What's in Living with Autism is about who I am and my favorite colors and what I like to do and about my memory and how some people just don't understand because I'm smart, and let everybody else know about autism.
These are autism thing. Does it affect? Is there a particular people where it affects everybody? No, is there a particular race that you know that is like, say, for example, black people or white people? Is it? We know some things affect more white than blacks, and some affect more black than white. Is there any study that say it affects blacks more than white, or do you know anything about that?
I think it's a universal thing. It's a universal thing.
So everyone should learn.
Everybody should learn about autism, not just African Americans, not just Caucasians. And where you can order a book, please contact me at BELLACACUARIANA@yahoo.com.
Anything you want to say to the people that's watching you out there, your friends, your loved one, any message you want to send to the folks out there before we go?
Yes, please. I would like to thank Novidata TV for giving me this opportunity to come here and speak about autism. I know I didn't have a lot of time, but the time that I did have, I hope it was valuable, and I hope this can reach out to the Cape Verdean community because they need to know, because if you don't know, you don't know.
Yes, we need to know more about it. Well, I hope you plan to come back and talk more about it in the future. Anytime Novidata TV is open. Thanks for the education and the information, because it's something, I don't know, I hope a lot of people out there learn something from this, because it can be affecting some of the family and people don't know about it. Thank you for coming and share the knowledge with us.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
You're tuned to Novidata TV, a Cape Verdean production.
Right now we want to welcome to the show Natasha Waltons.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Yes, Natasha, we met you back in the days, doing a presentation at Roots Cafe with
Vasco.
Yeah, Vasco Pires,
Pires.
And we introduced you there, and we invite you to come in. Here you are today with us on the radio, and also on Novidata TV.
Yes.
So tell us, or tell the people out there a little bit about you. We talked before, but for the people that don't know, tell them who is Natasha and what do you do?
All right, Natasha Walton, as stated before, I consider myself an artist, writing, singing, dancing. As he said, I met him over at the Roots Cafe in Providence. It was open mic. Definitely anybody who's into the open mic, like some poetry, definitely should hit that place up.
Yeah, see, because we discovered you down here, and it was an interesting. We love the way you sing, and you got a few things you're going to do for us today.
Yes, I have two songs and some poetry. I'm just going to go with the flow, see what we have for time, and just be able to expose others to what I'm all about with my work.
Definitely. Maybe you can start. What are you going to do first? I know you got some poem and some songs you're going to sing. What do you want to do first?
I'll do some singing, you know.
The songs you're going to sing are those the songs that you wrote? You write?
Yes, I wrote them. Yes, I wrote them. I have two songs, which is The Real Me, expressing my nationality background, my pride. And then another song is about people who struggle, overcome, and find their inner empowerment. So
before we go on, how did you get involved with this kind of songwriting, poetry, and stuff? How did you get involved?
Well, I've always loved reading and exposed to poetry a long time ago in about 8th grade. Learning about poetry and just fell in love with it. Always loved singing, just making songs up. So being able to have the understanding of how to write a poem helped me understand how to write a song. And I just like to sing and push myself to different levels of creativity.
So with that, you're gonna do a live sing right now. This is you've never recorded an album or anything.
No.
And you're looking forward to do some recordings.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to get into the art world and know who's out there, what type of organizations. I was able to set up a Facebook page at Natasha Walton. You can find me, and I just have there for getting to know what other organizations and what they're doing to promote themselves on my page, and also expose others to me with my YouTube page. And I have a blog where I'm writing a short story called The American Other. It's just different entries, part 1, part 2, part 3, and see where it goes.
Well, right now you're with Cape Verdean Afro Beats here on the radio, and maybe some of the people that's not on the internet can listen to you via the radio today, and maybe we're gonna lower the music a little bit, and you. Unfortunately, I cannot play the guitar to back you up, but we're gonna let you do us a little line of your songs. Maybe somebody will hear, and who knows what happens from here. Why don't you take over? Do a song for us.
Okay. This is The Real Me. All right. It goes, Subway time. This what's on my mind. Hustling, bustling, rhyming, hoping and crying. This is the real me. I dedicate, delegate, navigate, appreciate true love. Gotta let it go, let it flow, watch it grow, develop, dance around, fall and hit the ground, grow some wings now, fly to find the real me. Chocolate, plantains, venison and pansy, worldwide, internalized through my bloodline. That's what I'm made of. Mother Earth, dirty up my soul with your herbs. Love me down, made me brown. Afro, let it grow, the real me.
Whoa. Interesting. I'm sure everybody's loving it out here. Make sure you give us a call here, 7929030, or toll free 1-888-303-9748. If you want to contact Natasha and give him some address. You say you have email address?
Yes, it's Walton. It's NWALTN. So Walton without the O at gmail.com.
Yeah, before I let you go, we're going to take a break, go into the music a little bit, but why don't you give us one of the poems that you have written too?
One of the poems, all right. I'm going to have to...
Yeah, go ahead and grab it, and In the meantime, don't forget you are listening to Cape Verdean Afrobeat also. For those of you that are not able to see us here, you're going to be checking us out on Nobi.tv. Nobi.tv on TV and Nobi.tv.com. Make sure you check that out. Are you ready now?
Yes, I am.
Yes, get close to the mic so everybody can hear you
sorry.
loud and
Here
clear.
Here we go. Am I loud and clear? All right. This here poem is no name. It's a no-namer. This here poem is dedicated to a girl I know who tried to bring me down, tried to kick me to the ground, push me around, decide my worth. She tried to instill hate, instigate, but girl, I don't hate. I will never understand why you wanted to hurt my heart, wound my soul, but it no longer matters, 'cause I got your game, and I'm ahead of your game. You wanted to push me down, keep me down, but in the event, I stood up into heights that I've never seen before. You tried to make me weak, threaten my life. Well, I stepped up, and I'm taking flight. You took my home when I was alone. You still wanted to make your presence known, instill hate, instigate. But girl, I don't hate. I've seen you struggle and self-hate. Pick yourself apart, misplaced anger, displaced hate. I've given, and you take and take. You have evolved into a ball of deceit, and without harming another, you are incomplete. You want to make me your enemy? To pick apart everything that I am, you are not, will no longer quench your thirst. Because I'm here to say, yes, I am black. But that does not mean I walk around as if I'm all that. That's your stereotype. And that's not how I choose to live my life. I thank you for putting your all into trying to make my life miserable. And I'm proud to say you are failing. Because you gave your all to bring me down, kick me to the ground, push me around, instill hate, instigate, use your power to make me weak. I have gained power and strength I know you could never foresee. I have so many kind words to say to you, but you put them off, acting like, it's all right, I'm straight. And even with that, I still don't hate.
Wow, interesting. Did you know Rose before?
No.
No, just kidding.
What's going on? Throw me a curveball.
No, I had to put that in because Rose is the only girl in the house, and I had to point finger to her.
Sleepless nights need some deliverance. Open eyes, mind on repeat. I struggle, drop no chance for release, always aiming to please. Stop, oh life, set me free. I fall, lose touch with reality, change a melody. Time moving on without me, caged by these walls. I feel the fall. Moving along, always swimming upstream. Lonely nights, holding myself tight. I struggle. I am the strong, I am the will to carry on. No strife will strike this. I am life, I am the road that's walked upon. No grief will stifle this journey I am on. Words of wisdom free me from my internal prison. Clear skies erase my tear-stained prism. So if you deter this fighting spirit I am, and shoot me with some kind of trigger, I will soldier on down. I am profound, mastery of hitting ground. I am what I've got to believe. I am free. Drop no chance for release, always aiming to please. Stop, oh life, set me free. I'll fall, lose touch with reality, change melody. Time moving on without me. Caged by these walls, I feel, oh, I feel the fall. I struggle. I struggle.
Bravo, bravo. You know, I'm gonna say something right now, so I hope you never forget this. I know that you're going to make it big one day. I'm so happy that we have you here. I just want you to remember, when you get, like I said earlier, you have the Hollywood voice, and I think it's gonna be proven out here in the future. But I want to make sure when you grow that big, don't forget that you came from here first.
Yes, of course.
All right?
Of course, yes.
All right.
Of course
So
not.
I'm glad we got that one out. And
okay.
But before, I know you gotta leave. You gotta leave us. You got other events you gotta go attend. But you said you have something else you gotta do before you go. You say you're gonna share another poem with us before we go.
Yes.
And why don't we go for? You ready for that one?
Yes, I am. It's
Already.
Ars Poetica.
Say that again.
Ars Poetica. It's the background of what is a poem. Everybody defines a poem different, and that's the word they use, Ars Poetica. Another poetry workshop class. It was helping to define what I believe poetry is, so that as I continue on writing, I have a backbone with that. You know what I
Excellent.
consider.
Why don't you share with us what
All
it is?
right. Ars Poetica. Poetry is the throat's starvation to make a sound that cannot be pronounced in one word, or even in a few. It does more than roar with rage and create a tsunami of pain, fears, and sorrow. It doesn't just capture a moment of the heart's desire or the longing of days past. It does more than express the love that is in the palm of your hand, or the love that was felt and lost in the same moment. Abstractions are a poet's universe. To take the intangible and let it be touched, give it smell and sound. What a skill. There is this power to make something beautiful, rot and smell sour. There is this power to make something repulsive, fit neatly on a page and digested wholly, leaving a reader hungry for more. Poetry is a battle with black and white. It embraces the gray, the in-between, the unspoken or unaccepted. It's a dance with music from the mind, a sound that starves the throat to let out. But it's too complicated to resemble a note.
Excellent. Natasha Walton, thank you for hanging with us. Any special message you want to send to your friends or anybody that be listening to you out there before you go?
I would say a thank you for everyone who has been so supportive and has loved me, and thank you for all the inner Buddha nature that is out there bringing us all together. I'm so happy to be here, and and Papa, love you very much. I'm so happy that I was able to meet everyone here with you, and to my boyfriends. Also technically married on Facebook. Love ya, hun, and
Once again, we thank you very much for coming to the show today. The door is open. We welcome you anytime you want to come back and share more poetry and songs with us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and have a nice afternoon.
Thank you. You
Drive
too.
safely back now.
Okay, yes.
Oh, yes, I recommend that. I just found out my sister's driving. Drive very careful. I'm so glad she's not listening.
All right.
Thank you so much for being here with us,
you.
and I hope you do come back.
Yes, definitely.
Cape Verdean Afrobeat with DJ Big Joe on 9.3 WRIU Kingston, Rhode Island. Stay tuned, stay with us. Your Saturday afternoon entertainment special.